Hi, welcome back to week 4 of A Curvy Girl's Guide to Dating and Weight Loss. I'm doing this a day early this week because I've got some friends coming to stay, and also I thought it was important to do the vlog today, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. So we'll start with weight loss again. I managed to lose £3 this week. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed. I've had some great weight losses, £6, £6.5, £4. The 3 just seemed a bit low. However, I've got to be prepared for that. I am going to start plateauing. The first couple of weeks are always sort of water weight and that sort of thing. So, as a good friend of mine said, £2 to £3 weight loss every week is sustainable and it's a good loss. When you look at Christmas as a little guideline and how much I could lose before then, when you start adding up the weeks, it's really decent. So I've not been discouraged at all. If anything, it's motivated me to probably be a bit leaner this week and to see if I can get a better loss. I'm now at 1 stone 5.5 pounds, so I'm only £1.5 pounds off the next half stone milestone. And getting the certificates when you do reach those milestones are really good, really motivating. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's weigh-in and I shall keep you posted. I'm also going to kick the exercise into gear this week. I'm telling you to make myself accountable. All I've done is a bit of walking really, which is good, and I won't stop that because it's, I think, good for my mental health, if nothing else. But I have got lots of kit that I bought to exercise at home pre-lockdown, which of course I only used for about a week, but I have still got the kit. So I'm going to dust it down and get using that this week and try and really have a really good weight loss week. That's what I'm going to say about the weight loss this week. There's far more interesting stories to tell where the dating is concerned. So it's been quite a roller coaster of a week. I'm going to introduce you all to Mr. Kinky. So this is a guy that I met on Match. We'd chatted for about a week, swapped numbers, got to that stage, and he's sort of starting to talk about meeting up and stuff. And he admitted to me that he was into kinky sex. Kind of floored me a bit, wasn't expecting it. This guy in no way, shape or form has been pervy at all, and still hasn't been. It's not about that. He's not a typical guy on online dating that just wants a bit of dirty talk. He's just very open and honest that that's his sexual preference, shall we say. So I had to really sort of take a bit of a step back. I did a little bit of research, and then we spoke on the phone on Tuesday night. We spoke for 4.5 hours. We swapped life stories. He told me lots about what he's into and his way of life, shall we say. He was very clear on how safe it would have to be. Talked about safe words. He's a switch, so he has been a submissive as well as a dominant, but primarily he's a dominant. And, there was a lot of information that night, and which kind of blew my mind, I'm not going to lie. But I was quite excited about the concept, I'm not going to lie. So the next day I booked my very first intimate wax, which was nowhere near as bad as I was expecting it to be. I had a Brazilian, and it didn't hurt. And actually, I'm really pleased I had it done because it's quite freeing, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I think I shall be a regular intimate waxer going forward. I then went to meet my friend for coffee and sort of bounded in there and said, oh, wow, I've met this guy. We've been chatting. He's a dominant and la 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 la. And was, really, on a high from our big long chat the night before and stuff. And she brought me crashing down to earth. She went, right, whoa there, let's talk about this. What do you know about this guy? What do you know about a BDSM lifestyle? Are you looking at this in a Christian Grey fantasy type of way? Have you got rose tinted 50 Shades glasses on? Well, probably. And actually, I would like to point out the guy, we talked about that the night before, and he said, 50 Shades is not a true representation of a kinky lifestyle. He has never been abused as a child. He's not Christian Grey. Christian Grey is a fictional character. He's very comfortable with himself. He doesn't like kinky sex in any way to cause pain. It's all about pleasure. So, that he had said all of that to me, but I think, my heart of hearts, I was still thinking, romantic movie situations. So my friend brought me crashing down to earth and said, right, how long has this guy been into this scene? If people get involved in this sort of scene over a long period of time, do they get more adventurous? Do they go up a level? Does it get more extreme? What do you know about what this all is? And I said, well, I've done a bit of research. My research was, I don't know, like a Cosmo article saying, why don't you kink up your sex life with your partner, and, bits of tips and advice and stuff. And that's a bit naive of me, I'm not going to lie. So she asked me lots of questions and said, right, you need to find out certain things from this guy. One, as he's a switch and he's been submissive and a dominant, does he currently have a dom? Has he had a long-term dom since the moment he got involved in this scene? Has he been with a guy? Has he been to clubs and had group sex? All sorts of questions that I was just gobsmacked. And I was thinking, this is a whole other level. Why is he on Match.com? Why isn't he on a specific BDSM online dating site? So yeah, there was a lot, and she could see that she'd floored me, and kept saying, I'm sorry, I don't want to put you off, but you need to know, you need to go into this with your eyes wide open. So I came home and did some more extensive research, and really looked into the way of life and what it's all about. I am now an expert on all things BDSM. Any questions, anyone? Feel free to ask me. My internet browsing history is very extreme at the moment. So yeah, there's some weird stuff out there. There's knife play, there's castration, there's urinating. I mean, there's some really bad, dark, scary things, and stuff that absolutely would not appeal to me. So I messaged him and said, wow, I think I've come sort of crashing down to earth here. I've got a lot more questions. So we spoke on the phone again that night for a further 2.5 hours. And he, give him his dues, he answered everything really honestly. Well, so I think. I don't know. He could be lying, but I don't think he is. I genuinely don't think so. He reiterated how it has to be very safe. You have to feel very comfortable with somebody. He would never rush anything. Safe words would be in play at all time. The submissive actually has the power. It's all about pleasure. It's not about hurting anybody. He's never been with a guy. He doesn't have a dom. He doesn't have any other partners. The reason he is on Match is because he wants to fall in love. He wants to find somebody that he can share his life with. His kinky sex is purely just for the bedroom. It's not for the rest of his life. He doesn't want a submissive 24/7. He wants a partner that's going to challenge him, that's funny, that's kind, and that will give him everything that everybody else wants in life. It's just purely what his sexual preference is in the bedroom. So that again, you know, I was okay. I was like, right, listen, I need to meet this guy. This could be quite an experience. I'm very willing to at least meet up with him and see whether we get on. If we don't, then I mean it's all been a waste of time. But you know, I've learned some things along the way. So anyway, we tried to meet up, and then I had visitors coming last minute, and you know, sort of kept putting it off. And we got to yesterday that we were going to have our first official date. It went a bit quiet on me Saturday night. I think that's where the warning bells may have come in, but I called him on it and said, you know, are you all right? You've been quiet. I've just been at my mate's house tonight playing PlayStation, you know, sorry, hope you're okay, sort of thing. Yesterday came and we'd messaged in the morning. He said, listen, I've had to work this morning and I've got loads to sort out at the house. He's just moved into a new house. And, you know, can we meet up later? Fine. I kept myself busy, potted about all day, heard from him again a bit later on. I'm still, you know, still up against it. I'll keep you posted. I was quite relaxed. I was sorting out all my winter clothes. Another cloud to my silver lining. Another silver lining to my cloud. So yeah, I was busy, carried on. Eventually got another message at 4:00 saying, listen, this isn't going to happen today. I'm really sorry. Stuff's happened at the house that, you know, I need to sort out. So that was it. I just sent back, okay, no worries. Very frustrated by this point. I was half ready. My hair looked fantastic. In fact, it still looks bloody great considering I've slept on this hair and just brushed it this morning, no straightening. I was pissed off, I'm not going to lie. Built this up and I was really excited to meet him and everything else. Anyway, he said, listen, I'll message you later and I'll fill you in with what's happened. So I settled in for a night, fire on, cozied up, Netflix on, no message. Oh, well, I'm not going to be the one to message. Maybe, the drama's still going on, whatever it is. Gets to 9:00 and I still haven't had a message from this guy. So I message him and just say, what's going on? Are you okay? What's been the drama? What's happened today? Nothing. He's been online, not read my message. A bit later on, he's on Match, because you can see with a little green button next to their name if they're online. And it floored me. All this build-up, and this guy has now ghosted me. Everybody knows about it. I've told everybody. It has been a very funny week. The stories that have come out of it and the chat with my friends has been, phenomenal. That's a great bonus to all of this. I'm now an expert in BDSM, but this guy ghosted me. I've spent hours of my life on this stranger. So massive lesson learned. But, we've done 6.5 hours on the phone, hours of messaging, hours of talking to my friends about it all, and all for nothing. Nothing. And it's absolutely brutal. I've been so positive and on such a high for weeks now, and my God, did I come crashing down last night. Absolutely rock bottom. Floods of tears, just the self-doubt was so extreme, I can't tell you. Fortunately, one of my lovely friends had seen something that I'd posted online and she messaged me and she really helped build me back up. So thank you, I love you. And I've woken up today actually okay. It's time to dust oneself off and carry on. I'm going to have a quieter week, I think, on the dating sites. I think maybe just a little break, get my head together, focus on the weight loss, focus on the exercising, and, just dust down and carry on. That's, I think all we can do. But yeah, it's been quite a week, I'm not going to lie. So I'll catch in with you next week. Hopefully there's more light-hearted stories to tell. And you know, we'll see, watch this space. Okay, bye guys.